Lecture on the Historical Development of Public Policy Analysis. Introduction. Today, we'll explore the historical development of public policy analysis. We'll look at how this field has evolved over time, from ancient societies to the present day, and how it applies to our context in Zambia. Origins of policy analysis. The roots of policy analysis can be traced back to ancient Mesopotamia. Here, King Hammurabi created the first code of laws, which can be seen as an early form of policy analysis. He worked with professionals who helped shape these laws to reflect the economic and social needs of urban settlements, defining rights and obligations. Key points. Hammurabi's code was a foundational document that showed the need for structured governance. Early policy analysts relied on symbols, magic, and divination to inform their decisions, as they lacked sophisticated methods. Example: in Zambia, traditional leaders often consult elders and community members to create local rules and regulations that reflect the community's needs. The Industrial Revolution and empirical methods. As societies grew and urban centers expanded, the demand for policy-relevant information increased. By the time of the Industrial Revolution, the quality of policy analysis began to improve. Analysts started using scientific methods to collect empirical data. 19th century developments. Increased reliance on empirical data to address social, economic, and political issues. The emergence of fields like statistics and demography led to the first census in the USA, 1790, and England, 1801. This data helped tackle issues like overpopulation and sanitation. Example: in Zambia, the Central Statistical Office conducts regular surveys to gather data on population, health, and education, which informs government policies. Growth of policy analysis in the 20th century. In the 20th century, policy analysis became more formalized with the rise of social sciences. University graduates began to occupy significant government roles, providing practical advice in policymaking. Key developments. Policy analysts emerged as key figures in investigating problems and suggesting solutions. The process of policy analysis became more structured, with an emphasis on empirical data. Example: in Zambia, policy analysts might evaluate the effectiveness of educational programs and recommend improvements based on data collected from schools. Advances in the 21st century. In the 21st century, policy analysts have continued to refine their methods, developing principles and techniques to better serve policymakers. They now use sophisticated tools like modeling and simulation to tackle complex public problems such as health and education. Technocratic guidance versus technocratic control. There are two main perspectives on the role of policy analysts. Technocratic guidance believes that policy analysts improve the quality of policymaking. Emphasizes that policy-relevant information is scarce and valuable, giving analysts significant influence. Major propositions. Society's complexity requires more specialized knowledge from policy analysts. Analysts enhance their power by providing crucial information. Technocratic control argues that analysts may not be necessary and serve to legitimize the interests of powerful groups. Suggests that policy-relevant information often supports the status quo. Specific propositions. Policy alternatives reflect conflicting societal values. Analysts may serve as scapegoats for failed policies. Example: in Zambia, debates around resource allocation for education versus health can illustrate conflicting values and interests among different societal groups. Conclusion. In conclusion, the historical development of public policy analysis shows a significant evolution from ancient practices to modern scientific methods. Understanding this history helps us appreciate the role of policy analysts today, especially in addressing complex issues like education and health in Zambia.